Sarasota County, we value our fresh air, warm sea breezes, and healthy lifestyle. But for apartment and condo dwellers, living near someone who smokes can pose challenges to health and well-being.
Residents on upper levels have come to me and complained about the smoke that rises up from below.
I'm worried it's affecting the health of my child.
It invariably goes up through the ventilation system, it pours out into the hallway.
I can't even open my window without getting a huge whiff of smoke from my neighbor, and it's ridiculous because it smells.
The smell of the smoke, the stench of the smoke throughout the entire project was almost unbearable.
You have the right to choose to smoke if you want to, but what about my right to breathe clean air in my own home?
Creating a smoke-free housing policy makes good sense for you as a property owner.
By choosing to go smoke-free at your property, you can reduce operating costs, protect health, ensure safety, and increase demand for sales and rentals.
The costs are going to be more for a smoker's home because of the amount of increased work that you have to perform in there.
When we have a tenant who's been smoking and they vacate that unit, the cost to prep that unit and make it presentable and nice for a new family to move into, it takes a lot more money to do that than it would in a non-smoking unit.
Whenever there's a smoker involved, first of all, there's an odor that is very difficult to get rid of. And if the unit has been occupied by a smoker for an extended period of time, there is literally a film that coats everything in the apartment.
You're going to need to replace carpets. You're going to need to be replacing window treatment, insulation and ductwork. If you ever want to get the smell and these carcinogens out of the atmosphere, out of the area.
Designating some or all units as smoke-free can give you lower turnover cost, less wear and tear on ventilation and appliances, and better eligibility for green building tax incentives.
The better you control the smoke, the better you can control the smokers and the areas you can, I believe is going to have a major impact on reducing construction costs.
When residents are allowed to smoke within their apartment, they are exposing those around them. By eliminating cigarette smoking from within the home, you're reducing exposure of secondhand smoke among the smokers as well as those residents who do not smoke.
The fact is, the smoke never stays in their unit. It permeates the whole building. The more we looked into the reasons why we should ban smoking, the more convinced we became that this was really a good policy to adopt.
Secondhand smoke is a Class A carcinogen, the most toxic kind of cancer-causing poison.
As soon as I opened the door of that unit, I mean, it hits you like somebody hit you with a board because it's so strong.
The particles that exist, they're just there. They're stuck to the walls, they're stuck to the paint, they're stuck to the air ducts. They're in the system, and there's no way to remove it.
We were very concerned about the impact that may have on our residents who choose not to smoke in their units.
The most important reason to implement a smoke-free housing policy is you're eliminating secondhand smoke exposure from our most vulnerable population, our children and our infants. In addition to that, you're eliminating exposure from our older adult population.
Smoking is also a leading cause of residential fires.
In residential structures, the #1 cause of fire fatalities is careless smoking. Though it's not the #1 cause of fires, it is the #1 cause of death.
Going smoke-free will lower your risk of fires, protecting your residents' safety, and you may also get discounts on your property insurance.
Over 75% of Sarasota County residents do not smoke. By implementing a smoke-free policy, you're able to reach the majority of the county, and you're marketing your property to the majority of the county.
Nationwide, less than 21% of the population smokes, and the vast majority of people prefers to live in a smoke-free environment.
There would be those who would complain that we're thinning out the pool, that it's going to be harder to rent because you got a specific no smoking property, but there would be an equal number of people out there that would be delighted to know that they could move into a no smoking property.
If you are interested in making your property smoke-free, the Health Department and the Tobacco-Free Partnership can assist you with that.
We offer step-by-step assistance in preparing for and implementing a smoke-free policy on your property.
If there are tenants who smoke, then the health department and the Tobacco Free Partnership of Sarasota County does offer quit smoking classes. They're free of charge to anyone that's over the age of 18. You can have face-to-face classes, or you can also have telephonic counseling services through the Florida Quit line.
We've actually had residents tell us that, now that you're banning it, I'm just going to quit. I'm going to quit smoking. Now's the time to do it.
There's no federal or state law prohibiting a property from going smoke-free.
We are in America, and people still have their freedoms, and they deserve their freedoms. They just need to be a little bit more considerate of how their freedoms affect somebody else's freedoms.
And the government overall is recommending that we move toward eliminating exposure to secondhand smoke.
I think it's a matter of time when I think all housing authorities are going to be doing this. For all the reasons we mentioned: health, fire safety, and cost.
As property managers and owners, going smoke-free is one of the best decisions you can make for your residents and also for your bottom line. To get started, call this number or visit sarasotahealth.org/smokefree. Smoke-free multi-unit housing is the right choice for happy residents, clean air, good business, and a healthy future for Sarasota County.